Section 2.1, example 5, finding the distance between 2 points. So we're going to find the distance between the points -3, 1, and comma -1 and 2, 3. So if you look at the little box right before this problem, it gives us our distance formula. So the distance formula, d is equal to the square root x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And from here, you could pick whichever point you want to be point number 1, point number 2. So for me, I'm going to call this one point 1, and I'll call this one point 2. And now from here, all we have to do is plug in these values into the equation and see what our distance is. So d is equal to the square root of x2. So from our point 2, we're going to get the x component. So that's going to be 2 minus x1. So minus x1. So from point number 1, we're going to get the x component. So that's -3. We're going to square that value and add that to y2. So from our point number 2, we're getting the y component minus the square, or minus y1. So from point number 1, we're going to get the y component. And we just keep simplifying from here. So our order of operations. So parentheses, within the parentheses, we do our order of operations. So we start off with, we have 2 minus -3. So 2 minus -3 is going to be like 2 plus 3. So that's going to be 5. 5 squared plus 3 minus -1. That's like 3 plus 1. So that's going to be 4. And from here we have 5 squared. 5 times 5 gives us 25. And 4 squared, 4 times 4 gives us 16. Adding those two together, we get 41. And 41, I believe, is a prime number. So it's not divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. So 41 is a prime number, so we would just leave it as is. If it was some sort of composite number that we could factor a little bit more, we would do that, but at this point we can't. So we say that the distance is equal to the square root of 41. If we needed to plug it into the calculator, we could. So square root of 41, that gives us approximately 6.4031. And that's just if you needed it. But for right now, we don't need that. So our solution is just going to be the distance is equal to the square root of 41. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. If not, bye.